Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel. You Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the occupants pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four ends of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the outlaws who are listening and learning, the few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah from GMS Orlando County coming at you another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification, another daily edification. Lord's willing, this be edifying. So I titled this lesson, True Judgment of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, is Devouring the Wicked. So yesterday, I was putting these different things in the chat from the Smart News app. And man, it's a lot of death. The Lord is judging every day, all day, man. There's so much prophecy going on. We can't even keep up with everything that's going on. So this is just dealing with this so this is Hurricane Ida, right? It says more than 50 million in northeast on the flood watches, right? It's a man who set a strange wife on fire hours after she reported his threat to police. Houston Instagram model Mercedes Moore dead at 33 after suspected murder. College student who vanished after birthday night out with friends is found. The elder Malazaba did a video on this, on that chick. It's a HDTV star Cameron Hamilton husband Marcus killed in motorcycle accident. It's a this is another one. It's a smart news. It's a video shows black man viciously attacked and beaten by police in Georgia. It's so much. It's so much, man. This is another one. It's a never going to be forgotten. Mom, daughter, who worked for Miami-Dade School, dies of COVID. Um, it's a family sues Orlando gas station after mother shot, killed in front of 5-year-old. I was just looking at this yesterday. It's a black men who were executed for raping a white woman granted pardons 70 years after their death. How you gonna pardon somebody 70 years after their death? I was just looking at this yesterday, thinking about all the murder that's going on in the earth. And this is the judgment this is true judgment from the Lord, man. Let me read this. This is Job 35. It reads, this is Job 35 and 11. Who teacheth us more than the beasts of the earth, and maketh us wiser than the fowls of heaven? Who? Hey, the Lord is showing us the ways that we need to learn to receive salvation, man. All we got to do is stick to the script, man. The Lord is. That's why I tell you when you read Second Ezra 7, it's a fire on one side and a deep water on the other, man. Right? When you read Second Ezra 7 about the narrow path to the kingdom of heaven. There's so much going on, man. And this is happening to the wicked. Let me get this real quick. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 40 in verse 9. It reads, death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. So, This is the Lord judging, man. This is Hosea, and all day, every day, man. This is Hosea 5 and 14. It reads, "For I will be unto Ephraim as a lion, and as a young lion to the house of Judah. I will," it say, "I even I will tear and go away. I will take away, and none shall rescue him." Man, the Lord is really bringing judgment, man. Why? Because they refuse to return. This is Job 34. I'm gonna start at verse 4. It say, "Let us choose to us judgment. Let us know among ourselves what is good." This is verse 11. "For the work of a man shall he who Yahweh Shema Shah, for the work of a man shall he render unto him, and cause every man to find according to his ways." The Lord say he's going to give you over to your heart's lust, man, your pleasures, right? He going to give you over to that, man, because we come back in our lot, man. Death, MDK, like you said in what's this movie, Demolition Man, murder, death, kill all day, every day, man. It say, "For the work of a man shall he render unto him, and cause every man to find according to his ways." Whose ways? Yahweh Shema Shai, man. It say, verse 12, "Yeah, surely power will not do wickedly, neither will the Almighty pervert judgment. Who have given him a charge over the earth, or who have disposed the whole world? If he set his heart upon man, if he gather unto himself his spirit and his breath, all flesh shall perish together, and man shall turn again unto dust." The Lord can just snap his fingers. Now, when you watch the movie, what Thanos did, man, and we can all just disintegrate, man. That's why I say in Proverbs 16 and 33, it said, "The lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Lord." But this is not how the Lord worked, man. He, as Second Ezra 4 and 37, he worked through measurements of time, man. It say, "If he set his heart upon man, if he gather unto himself his spirit and his breath, which he gave to the hopeful elect in the valley of dry bones, which is Babylon the Great," right? Some got the flesh on them. The hopeful, the two-thirds got the flesh, right? They know that they Israelites, but the hopeful elect have the flesh and the spirit, man. It say, "If he set his heart upon man, if he gather unto himself his spirit and his breath, all flesh shall perish together at one moment, in a moment of time, man, and man shall turn again unto dust. If now thou hast understanding." Meaning what? When you read Isaiah 45 and 7, they say what? "I form light, I create darkness. I make peace and evil. I, the Lord, do all these things," right? Deuteronomy 32 and 39. I am he. I killeth and I make alive. I wound and I heal, and there is no one that can deliver out of my hands. So when you understand that the Lord is in control of your life, anytime, all the time, how what what you should be thinking about, how how your mind should be set up, man. This is the Lord that do all these things, man. And Jake just out here living their life wickedly, and they losing it, man. And ain't no more the Lord sitting back. He said what? He will no more keep silent, man. He will no more keep silent. Now the Lord is judging, man. It say, "If now thou hast understanding of what? That it's Yahweh Shema Shah that creates life and they bring death, man. Hear this, hearken to the voice of my words. Shall even he that hateth right govern? And would thou condemn him that is most just?" Like it's in Romans 9. Who is he that go against the word of the Lord? You can't, man. This is the most high. This is Yahweh. This is Yahweh Shema Shah, omnipotent, omnipotent, all power, man. It say, verse 18, "It is fit to say to a king, thou art wicked, and to princes, ye are ungodly. How much less him that accepteth not the persons of princes, nor regard the rich more than the poor, for they all are the work of his hand. Who? Yahweh Shema Shah. It say, verse 20, Job 34 and 20, in a moment shall they die, and the people shall be troubled at midnight. What's in and what is that? Job 33. Let's read this real quick. This is Job 33 and 14. For power speaketh once, yet twice, yet man perceiveth not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instructions, that he may withdraw man from his purpose, and hide pride from man. He keepeth back his soul from the pit, and his life from perishing by the sword. So this is the Lord that's doing this, right? So back in Job 34, it say, in a moment shall they die, and the people shall be troubled at midnight. So as it say, as Job 33 say, deep slumbers upon the bed, he sealeth the instructions of us every day. What we're gonna do today, tomorrow, when sundown, whenever you go to sleep, that's the Lord sealing your instructions, man. Right? So think about a person that's up for 48 hours. What they on, man? They ain't been to sleep. The Lord ain't what they on. Is the Lord controlling them? So who knows what they be on, man? But he seal your instructions, man. When you sleeping, man. Right? It say in a moment shall they die, and the people shall be troubled at midnight and pass away, and the mighty shall be taken away without hand. Right? This is the Lord judging these ones out here to think they this and that. Like this guy saying the mighty shall be taken away without hand. This guy, he was a YouTuber. He was a power lifter. The guy died. I did a video on it I guess about a few weeks, about a month ago. He was 33, man. He was swole, like cocked up diesel, man. He died 33 years old. Good health, man. The Lord just say, and the mighty shall be taken away without hand, man. Verse 21 say, for his eyes are upon the ways of man, and he seeth all his goings. There is no darkness, no shadow of death, where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. And this is what Esau say. And when you read in Job 21, can the Lord, can he see us? Hey, he tell you in Jeremiah 23, hey, can any hide himself in a secret place that I should not find? Man, the Lord, hey, Solomon said it, man. When you read in I forgot, it's in Psalms, I don't know if it's 74, 79, one of them. He talking about how if he fly into the depths of the sea, the Lord is there. If he go up into the heavens, the Lord is there. If he go down to the depths of the earth, he is there, man. The Lord is sitting back watching all these things. And we got angels. It's angels everywhere. If you haven't, go watch the movie City of Angels, man. These devils created this movie through the Spirit of the Lord. Angels is watching us, man. They just everywhere, watching, man. It tell you in Ezekiel 9, the last chapter, the last verse, that the angels go back and give a report. It tell you in the First Peter's. It tell you in Ecclesiastes 5 that they that have wings go back and tell the matter, man. It say, there is no darkness, no shadow of death, where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. For he will not lay upon man more than right. That's Isaiah, as Salakia, 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. He said he's gonna make a way for us to bear whatever he put upon us. It say, for he will not lay upon man more than right, that he should enter into judgment with power, man. The Lord said he was to all Israel to be saved, man, but they ain't. Why? Because he established it. He set up a line, the righteous and the wicked, man. It say he shall break in pieces mighty men without number, and set others in their stead. Therefore, he knoweth their works. The Lord, man, we talking about the heavenly Father, man. Therefore, he knoweth their works, and he overturneth them in the night. Like I said in Job 33, he seal our instructions in the night. Therefore, he knoweth their works. He know what you're going to do before you're going to do it. That's what the Lord said in Matthew 6. Yahweh said, don't worry about what you're going to eat. Don't worry about what you're going to wear. Don't worry about these things. Because he said he know what we need before we need it. That's why I say in Psalms 55 and 22, right? It say, cast thy burdens upon the Lord, cast all thy burdens upon the Lord, and he will sustain thee. It say, therefore he knoweth their works, and he overturneth them in the night, so that they are destroyed. So these niggas get up in the morning, do what they do. They get clean, go out, and they lose their life, man. Because the Lord set it up that way, man. That's why I keep saying, if you here right now, in this moment, what time it is? We in Florida, it's 5:07. If you living right now and you have understanding, man, this is the Lord still giving you grace, man, to be diligent in this truth, man. Because you can wake up and lose your life, man. You think you're gonna get up and everything gonna be good, and you just go out and do whatever, and you finally you finish your day off. You go to work, whatever. You off, go out, do some shopping, whatever, and you finally make it back to the house and you lose your life, man. Or you go out and go to work the whole day, you done got through your day, and you lose your life, man, for nothing. Why? Because your mind ain't on your how about Shema Shah, man. Brothers, sisters in this truth, your mind should be on your how about Shema Shah 24/7. If not, there is no fear in you, man. Because you don't know when your life can be taken. Let's read this again. Job 34:25. Therefore, he knoweth their works, and he overturneth them in the night, so that they are destroyed. He striketh them as wicked men in the open sight of others. And we seeing it. We seeing it, man. Kobe died a grievous death in the open sight of others, man. We saw it. Grievous death, man. Michael Jackson had to get put to sleep with horse tranquilizers, and a doctor had to sit right next to him and wake this nigga up. We saw it. We read about it. We seen it. Trayvon Martin, man, Mike Brown, Eric Garner, this guy. What's this guy name? The guy that's got his neck, the knee on his neck, man. We saw it, man. This is the Lord doing these things, man. Zechariah 3:5. Every morning do he bring him his judgment to light, man. It say he striketh them as wicked men in the open sight of others. This is the Lord showing us examples how to humble ourselves, man. Verse 27 say, because they turned back from him and would not consider any of his ways, man. We got the blueprint. The Lord gave us apostles and elders, man, spiritual fathers, how we should conduct our everyday life. Every moment of the day, man. What should you be doing? Fear. You should be living in fear at the same time, comfort. The fears of Yahweh Shema Shai, not the world, not what these devils can do. The fear of the Lord, man, because you can lose your life, man. It say verse 28. So they that caused the crowd of poor to come upon him, to come unto him, and he heareth the cry of the afflicted. 2/3 ain't crying to the Lord. They don't care. Why? Because they're chasing their mind too consumed of Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok, chasing the bag, man. This is Job 36. And it reads, verse 5. Job 36:5. It say, behold, power is mighty and despiseth not any. He is mighty in strength and wisdom. He preserveth not the life of the wicked. He giveth right to the poor. He withdraweth not his eyes from the righteous, but with kings are they on the throne. Yeah, he doeth establish them forever, and they are exalted. It say, if they be bound in fetters and be holding in cords of affliction, that's what the angels, right? That's in the chains of darkness. They're talking about the Israelites. If they be bound in fetters and be holding in cords of affliction, then he showeth them their work. And this is talking about the angels that fell. It said what in Jude. Matter of fact, it's in 2 Peter 2:4. It say, and this man, this is how beautiful the Lord is. 2 Peter 2:4 say, it reads, for if God spared not the angels, if he spared us not, man, we'll be what? consumed. It say what? Proverbs 16:33. The whole disposing thereof is of the Lord, man. It say, if God, if God spared not the angels that sinned, because angels can't sin, man. The angels in the heaven, they are all righteous. When you read Second Chronicles 18:18, it tell you the Heavenly Father Yahweh sitting on the throne, and on his right hand and on his left are the hosts of heaven, man, waiting to get the word to do the work, man. So they don't sin. So who's this talking about? It's talking about the men of Israel. For if power spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to heaven and delivered them into the chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. So we down here going through these trials and tribulations, through these afflictions, held down in cords, man. These bodies. This is back in Job. This is Job 36. Again, it say Job 36:8. And if they be bound in fetters and be holding in cords of affliction, then he showeth them their work and their transgression that they have exceeded, which is what? The fallen angels, man. It said what? We sin against the Lord. Verse 10, he openeth also their ear to discipline and commanded that they return from iniquity. Hold on, let's get a precept. Revelation chapter 2 and 4. It said he opened their ear to discipline and commanded that they return from iniquity. This Revelation 2 and 4. Nevertheless, I have someone against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. Remember, therefore, from whence thou art fallen, who? The angels that sin, 2 Peter 2 and 4, and repent and do the first works, or else I will come unto thee quickly and will remove thy candlestick out of his place, except thou repent. Now, the word for devouring, when you look at the word devouring, it say to be done away quickly. He said, what? And do the first works, or else I will come unto thee quickly and will remove thy candlestick out of his place, except thou repent. That's what devouring means. The Lord is devouring the wicked all day, every day. And it's been going on for a long time, man. Back in Job 36, it reads, verse 10, he opened also the ear of the discipline and commanded that they return from iniquity. If they obey and serve him, they shall spend their days in prosperity and their years in pleasure. But if they obey not, they shall be perish, they shall perish by the sword, and they shall die without knowledge. But the hypocrites in heart heap up wrath. They cry not when he bindeth them. You see, 2/3 is not crying to Yahweh Shema Shah to be saved. They good here. They got their perks. They good. Verse 14 say, they die in youth, and their life is among the unclean. He delivereth the poor in his affliction, and openeth their ears in oppression. Isaiah 43:8 say, what? Bring forth the eyes that can see and the ears that can hear, man. Again, Job 36:15, he delivereth the poor in his affliction, and openeth the ears and openeth their ears in oppression. Let's get this. This is Deuteronomy 4 and 27. It say, and the Lord Yahweh shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whether the Lord shall lead you. What's few in number? The remnant. And there you shall serve gods, the work of men's hands, wood and stone, which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell. But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord thy power, thou shalt find him, if thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul. The Lord gave this liberty to the hopeful elect, man. Let's read this again, Job 36. It say, he delivereth the poor in his affliction, and openeth their ears in oppression. This is Isaiah 43:8, and it reads, bring forth the blind people that have eyes, and the deaf that have ears. Who is this? It's the hopeful elect, man. This is this is Leviticus 26 and 33. It reads, and I will scatter you among the heathen, and will draw out a sword after you, and your land shall be desolate, and your cities waste. Listen, anytime, I say this a lot, anytime there are earthquakes and tsunamis, hurricanes and tornadoes and great death, the Lord is after you jakes, man. It don't matter if you in Greece or Turkey, wherever you at, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Throughout the four corners of the earth, the Lord says He scattered us, and He's going to send a sword after us until what? Deuteronomy 4, till we be left few in number, man. Catastrophic events, catastrophes, atrocities, calamities, these things is for the wicked. So the Lord is sending these things to two-thirds of Jake, man. And if anybody else died, that's a heathen. You just collateral damage and casualties of war, man. It doesn't matter. The Lord is after us, man. So the Lord gave us the spirit to understand that these things is happening because two-thirds of Israel is not fearing Yahweh Shema Shai, man. This is Jeremiah 29 and 17. It reads, thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, behold, I will send upon them the sword, the famine, and the pestilence, and will make them like vile figs that cannot be eaten. They are so evil. Meaning you got to be done away with, man. You are so wicked to the Lord. You are so wicked. There's nothing else left for two-thirds of Jake but death, man. That's it. There's no, you can't revive them. There's no, hey, it tell you in Job. Matter of fact, let's get this. This is Jeremiah 30 and 12. For thus said the Lord Yahweh, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicine. Now, when you go to Jeremiah 50, what it say about Babylon the Great? We have healed, we would have healed Babylon, but she cannot be healed. This is the same thing the Lord is saying for who? Two-thirds of so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. What? There is none to plead that cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. Hold on. Gotta read it. This is Jeremiah 5 and 3. It reads, O Yahweh, are not thy eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Thou hast consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction. They have made their faces harder than a rock. They have refused to return. Therefore I said, surely these are poor, they are foolish, for they know not the way of the Lord Yahweh, nor the judgment of their power. You see? So they got to be done away with. Let's get this in Isaiah. Isaiah 1 in verse 4. It say, and sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why? Why, saith the Lord? Why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores, meaning iniquity, fresh, sin on top of sin. They have not been closed, you see, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. It say neither bound up, right? Back in Jeremiah 30. Let's read it again. Jeremiah 30 and 12. It say there is none to plead that cause, that thou mayest be bound up. There is no what? Healing ointment. Here it is right here too. Thou has no healing medicines. It said in Isaiah and in Jeremiah 30, man. 2/3 just gotta die. Grievous deaths, man. Whether it's earthquakes or tornadoes or hurricanes or tsunamis or allegedly so-called stray bullets, accidents. Whether it's car accidents, hey, man, look, man. Anytime judgment is going out through the four corners of the earth, it's because the Lord is at 2/3 of Israel, man. Of course, the heathen is going to die. We already know this. Their lot is to be put to death for putting their hands on the apples of the Lord's eye. This is pertaining to you Israelites, man. The Lord don't care about the heathen. He said in Isaiah 40 and 15, Isaiah 40 and 17, they're like a drop that falls from a bucket. He don't care about the heathens. He's destroying 2/3 of Israel, man. If you be left, like I said, what's that? Michael 5, Amos 5 and 18. If you happen to escape from the lion and meet a bear, and you happen to get away from the bear and run into a serpent, hey, that's the Lord saying you will not get away, man. One of these ways, either famine or pestilence or the sword, you will die, man. The Lord is serious. He said he will no longer hold. Let's get that. This is Ezekiel chapter 12 and 21. It reads, Ezekiel 12 and 21. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every been faileth? See, ain't nothing finna happen. Things gonna get back right. Everybody getting a Jabberwocky, right? They think they getting back to normal. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Everything finna go back to that's that normalcy bias that Apostle Ramla brought out a couple years ago. That's that normalcy bias spirit, thinking everything is going to get back right. It say, tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease. What's the proverb? Oh, everything gonna be okay. We going back to normal. Everybody gonna be all right. And they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. So the Lord is at you, Jakes, man. But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. What visions? Calamities, pestilence, sword, right? Famine, concentration camps. These are the visions, prophecy. For there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination. All these demons, these other camps lying to you, your local pastors, they all sold out. 501c3, they all took the bag, man. For there shall be no more vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. For I am the Lord Yahweh. I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass, and it shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, every time, oh, y'all been, oh, this years, 1,000 years from now, we still, man, look, hey, the Lord is judging, man. O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, saith the Lord Yahweh. Again, the word of the Lord Yahweh came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesieth of the times that are far off. No, these are at hand right now. We seeing them play out, man. You see what's going on? You see what's going on, man. The Lord is constantly bringing judgment, man. These hurricanes and tornadoes, constantly, man. Whatever it is, man. Earthquakes everywhere. Jake, man, I'll watch my smart news app all this week. Death on top of death, on top of death, on top of death, man. I'm talking about Jake. They dying by the thousands, man. And these are the ones that we can see. What about the ones that we don't see? I always say it's 67 cities in Florida. You know how many deaths getting, you know how many people getting knocked down in every state of North America? What about around the world, man? The Lord is judging, man. We see what's going on in Colombia, and Cuba, and Puerto Rico, and Haiti, Dominican Republic, at Jake, all the islands of the sea, man. Whether they're in Greece or Rome or Turkey, the Lord is judging you, man. He said he was going to scatter us and send a sword out there. This is Deuteronomy 32. In verse 21, it say, Deuteronomy 32 and 20. And he said, I will hide my face from them, and I will see what the end shall be. For they are a very forward generation, children in whom is no faith. The Lord said he's going to hide his face from us and see what our end shall be. What's the end? What is the end? Let's go back to Hosea again. This is Hosea 5 and verse 14. It reads, For I will be unto Ephraim as a lion, and lions devour much flesh, and as a young lion to the house of Judah. Right? So saying he ain't gonna be so hard on Judah as he is gonna be on the northern kingdom, man. It say, For I will be unto Ephraim as a lion, and as a young lion to the house of Judah. I will even, it said, I will tear and go away, I will take away and none shall rescue them. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early. And what afflictions? The trials and tribulations that we're going through. Not in the afflictions of Jacob's trouble. This ain't talking about that. It's talking about the small things that the Lord put us through, these trials and tribulations we're going through. Hey, it gotta be a way out of here. We've been thinking. And the Lord gave us, He showed us the spiritual fathers. It is a way out. Return back to y'all about your mama shot. Hey, and constantly endure, man. It say, and, and seek my face in their affliction, they will seek me early. But two-thirds is going to wait to the last minute and then seek the Lord. So when the Lord say in Deuteronomy 32, he will hide his face and see what their end shall be. What's the end going to be? It's going to be a remnant left. I read in Deuteronomy 4 and 27, I will scatter you among the heathen, among all nations, and you shall be left few in number. This is Zechariah chapter 7 and 9. It reads, Thus speaketh the Lord Yahweh of hosts, saying, Execute true judgment and show mercy and compassion, every man to his brother. That's what we're supposed to be doing, man. Galatians 6 and 1. Ye that are spiritual, restore such a one in meekness. It say, And oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor. What's the stranger? The Israelites, foreigners, man. The ones that don't look like John Shaft, man. The Lord says his heritage is to him as a speckled bird, man. Because Jake say I was born in China. My father is so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, West Indian, Haitian, but my mother is Korean. You got these camps that Jake look like, because he got the slanted eyes, the Down syndrome eyes. You got these other camps saying he a heathen. They strangers, man. It say, oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor, and let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart. And most of these camps will not receive some of the brothers that's in Great Millstone, man. We had brothers come to camp Saturday. Brother looked like a straight Edomite. But he said his father was Ephraim. But they, who? The two-thirds, refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. Do you know what it means to, it say, but they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear? Do you know what it means? Have you ever been around somebody that did this? They pulled the shoulder away and they don't want to hear what you got to say. What they do? La, 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 la. Hey, this is what two-thirds doing to the Lord, man. They don't want to hear the truth. What is it? Isaiah 30 and 11. They said, get ye out of the way. Turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. They don't want to hear the truth. In Isaiah 65, they said what? We are holier than thou. You can't tell me nothing. And that's two-thirds of Jake. It say, but they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord Yahweh of hosts have sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts, right? Therefore, this is what the Lord say. Since you want to turn your pull the shoulder, stop the ear, this is what Yahweh Shema Shah say. Zechariah 7:13. Therefore, it is come to pass. And it is come to pass, and we seeing it, man. Oh, the one guy and his chick, about a year or two, about 2 years ago, they did the video and the police pulled them over and they tell my Hamashiach Yahweh, right? Hey, don't call the Lord at the last minute, think you're gonna get delivered, and you ain't doing the work, man, and you ain't diligent. Otherwise, you'd have been Matthew 5:25. You would have gave the man said, give you his driver license. Hey, they want to holler about a Mashiach Yahweh at the last minute. No, the Lord don't work like that, man. It said, therefore it's come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear, the Lord been crying to you through who? The prophets, the messengers, rising up, betimes, early, sending them, and you refuse to listen, man. Therefore, you're going to die a grievous death, whether it's by a so-called straight bullet or a car accident, or you're going to lose your life in some catastrophic event, man. It say, therefore, as it come to pass, that as he cried, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts. But I scattered them with the whirlwind among all nations whom they knew not. Right? Thus the land was desolate after them. And it's still desolate as at this day with heathens in it, man. That no man passeth through nor returneth. Ain't no Israelites over there, man. And if it is, they ass over there visiting. They ain't living there. And if they living there, like these guys in Demona, they getting kicked out, man. Why? Because they asses don't supposed to be there in the first place. We put word on the Lord to bring us back to the land. It say, but I scattered them with the whirlwind among all the nations whom they knew not. Thus the land was desolate after them, that no man passed through nor returned, for they laid the pleasant land desolate. This is Isaiah. Let me get this. It's Isaiah 28 and verse 2. Behold, the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashah, have a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail and destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. This is what he's doing everywhere, man. This is Isaiah 29 and verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. These things is happening on the earth right now. That's why it said in Luke 12. Let's read that. This is Luke 12 and 49. It reads, I come to send fire on the earth. And what will I if it be already kindled? You got fire burning in one place, and the Lord got water destroying another, man. Hey, is this not 2nd Ezra 7? There's a narrow path. On one side, fire. On the other side, water. Are you walking on the narrow path? Because your ass finna get burnt up or you gonna drown. Either or, man. The Lord is visiting the earth, which he made. 2nd Ezra 9 and 1. This is like Jeremiah 29:17. Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, behold, I will send upon them the sword, the famine, and the pestilence, and will make them like vile figs that cannot be eaten. They are so evil. Meaning you rotten. You got mold on you. You got to be thrown away. You can't be eaten. It's done. That's why it's Jeremiah 5, right? I have stricken them, but they have not grieved. And I will persecute them with the sword and with famine and with the pestilence and will deliver them to be removed to all the kingdoms of the earth. And this is what we keep trying to tell these wacky Christians, man. This only applies to Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians who the Lord scattered for the curses, man, for the iniquities. To be a curse, an astonishment, and an hissing, and a reproach among all the nations where I have driven them, because they have not hearkened to my words, said the Lord Yahweh, which I sent unto them by my servant the prophets, rising up early and sending them. Brothers still right now rising up early and sending, doing videos around the clock, 24/7, man. And you people still think there's another way. It's another way. But ye will not hear, said the Lord. Hear ye therefore the word of the Lord Yahweh, all ye of the captivity, whom I have sent forth from Jerusalem to Babylon. Over and over and over, man. Over and over and over, man. The Lord has been scattering us over and over and over, man. For what? Wickedness, man. Disobedience. But there is a righteous remnant that will come out of this, man. This is Kazak Ben Yehuda, second Ezra 16 to 19. It said, Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. For who? 2/3. Verse 20. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, man. They ain't gonna turn. That's why Jake gotta be destroyed, man. He say they have made their head as adamant stone, man. There's nothing you can do for these wicked niggas, man. They gotta die. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. What's being always mindful of the scourges? We seen what the Lord did to this guy. What's this guy name? They got his neck, the knee put on his neck. We saw what happened. We see what happened to Breonna Taylor and all these people. But Jake still not being mindful of the scourges that the Lord is judging these people, man. We saw what happened. Hey, Mike Epps hanging on. He jacked up Ricky Harris for scoffing, marking at the Hebrew Israelites. Ricky Harris dead, back in the spiritual realm. Him and Mike Epps. Mike Epps still running around here playing games. Hey, the Lord got a special judgment for you, man. We see what happened to these Michael Jacksons. We see what happened, man. What happened? Hey, they ain't seeking the Lord. These are the scourges that they are not being mindful of, man. It's a 2 Ezra 16 and 20. George Floyd, that's the devil name. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Jake got a sense of, like this guy said in Minister Society, when he told Cain granddaddy, if good Lord love us, why we living all messed up? Why we in the ghettos? Hey, you ain't considering. You ain't considering. Why? Why is we on the bottom? I was telling this Edomite at work at the plantation last night, man. I showed him the scriptures. He told me he was a pastor. I said, yeah, I am too. So we went through the, he told me, oh man, I ain't never heard nothing. I know you ain't. You ain't gonna never hear none of these things. Listen, man, this ain't no game. This is real, man. Tell me he was a pastor. Hey, when I told him, he told me, well, we all could be saved. I hit him directly with Luke 1. Let's deal with Luke 1:68. It say the Israelites got to be saved from their enemies. So I said, what you saved from? You already saved. What you saved from? What you saved from? Ain't nothing happened yet. We got to be saved from our enemies, man. So I read to him, when I read it to him, Psalms, I read to him Luke 1:68 through 73. Then I went to Psalms 83 and showed him who the enemies were. And when I said this word Edom, I said, that's talking about the so-called white people. Then when I read it to him, I showed him, so you see Amalek right here? These are the Amalekites, chief ones, the so-called Israelites in the land of Israel. I said, these are the ones that had the world on a submission. He looked at me and booked it out. Yeah, that's you. Now, because you on the bottom, now you want to try to seek some other righteousness. Tell me we all could. No, nigga. Your ass going to slavery, man. You going to slavery. We on the bottom. Everybody else is on top of us, man. And Jake still is not considering what's happening, man. Even in the transition of power, Jake still ain't considering. They think it's just, oh, everything is going back to normal. We're going to be okay. No, man. This is the Lord turning things right side up for the hopeful elect's sake, man. First and foremost, for his name's sake. And then the hopeful elect, man. Again, 2 Ezra 16 and 20. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. These devils is jacking. They killed this boy. What his name was? Aubrey, whatever his name, whatever jogging. These Edomite just killed this Jake, man. Hey, and he was putting the hands on him. They had to shoot him, man. Cause why? We are stronger than they are, man. Period. These devils, man, they killing us, man. Cause I'll bring your house second Ezra 15:4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, verse 15, said the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Destruction is a part of earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes, tornadoes. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the whole, and their works and their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. The Lord is tired, man. And he's sitting back because they tell you in Nahum 1, that he's long suffering, right? Let's get that. This is Nahum 1 and verse 3. The Lord, Yahweh Bashim Awashai, is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord have his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. The Lord is slow to anger, but he will not at all acquit the wicked. Hey, the judges do like, yeah, the case, he ain't show up, they ain't testify, the people that witnessing, hey, it's done away with. Nah, the Lord say what? He will thoroughly plead, man. He will thoroughly plead. Let me close with this. This is Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashah, will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger and his rebuke with flames of fire. You don't want to be rebuked by the messengers of Yahweh Shemawashah, starting with the apostle great millstone? Then you have to be rebuked by Yahweh, man. You don't want to get rebuked now to change your mind, to put you in order? Then you're going to have to be rebuked in destruction, man. It's a, for behold, the Lord, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger. You don't want to get our anger now? Talking about we cuss too much. We too much rude speech. Well, you got to get it from Yahweh Shemawashah, man. Where it say, render his anger with fury and his rebuke coming with what? With flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. And this ain't talking about pleading for you 2/3. This means being destroyed. And the slain of the Lord, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, shall be many. Why? Because you trust in oppression. Isaiah 30 and 12. You trust in perversions, you trust in oppression and perversions, and stay there wrong. Therefore, it say, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall. You're going to die grievous death. We're going to continue to see. Hey, and don't be surprised when the Lord starts judging family members, man. Don't be surprised when he start hitting your immediate family members because they refuse to receive this correction, man. Don't be surprised when he start judging our family members. Mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin, auntie, uncle. They finna get it, man. Why? Because they refuse to receive correction. It's simple, man. It's plain. Hosea 4 and 6 say what? Let me close with that. Salakia. Let me close with this. Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. It's simple as that, man. Thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. What's Jake's glory? Chasing the bag, chasing women, right? Nice whips, nice houses, jewelry, worshiping other gods. That's the glory of 2/3. what the Lord says, He's going to turn your glory into shame. Whatever you glorify on this earth, you're going to be destroyed for it, man. Can I give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rekah Korash, double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who teach well, what apostles and elders of all of Israel already accepted them not. In a sincere salutation to all the Akim, pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four ends of the earth, the entire world, waking up the whole for the leg. And shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning, the few sisters who are listening and learning. You are well edifying. So next time I say shalom, wa abba, the water for tuning in. May Yahweh Shema shall continue blessing your houses. Stay prayed up. The water for your precepts. The water can reach your precepts all. Ate the water. The water, the water. Yahweh Shema Shah Barakatham to the argument out while tuning in. Until next time I say shalom.